myself in the cardboard box, feelings hidden deep down. I found us back, now I can't escape. Oh, you're not one you get rid of. I linger as the ground shakes.
Hi, my name is Jessica from Berg's Nest Crochet, and welcome back to another cozy crochet vlog. It is Monday morning, and I thought it would be fun to do a little week in the life. I just wrapped up recording a weekend in the life. I've done a day in the life, so I figured let's do a week in the life. This is the natural progression of things. So there's gonna be a lot of laser stuff that needs to get done this week. I'm hoping to find some time to crochet as well. I'm still currently working on my Plarn mat, my baby blanket gift, and also a really cute lacy shirt that I started just yesterday. But there's a lot of laser work that needs to be done. We are working really hard at getting the last handful of summer Berg box items made for the last minute subscriptions for the summer box, and I'm also hard at work getting the fall boxes ready to go. There are a lot of items. I've already made a lot of stuff, but there's still a lot of stuff to make, and so that's kind of the focus of this week. Right now, I need to make some lunch because it is 10:45 and I'm making a rice-based dish for lunch, which means I gotta get the rice in the rice cooker so that it actually will be done by the time Michael is on his lunch. Welcome to a week in the life. Let's see what we get up to this week.
Oh my god.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save 50%.
Laser is still going. It's gonna be going like all day. But I am gonna work on getting some laundry folded and put away while the laser is running because we got a lot of stuff around the house to do, as well as all the business stuff. Let's keep working. All right, figured I'd give you guys a little update. The laser is obviously still running, still hard at work, and I spent a good deal of time this morning and early afternoon on house things. I was getting one of our lunches made for the week and then, you know, eating that lunch. And I did some house stuff, emptying the dishwasher, folding and putting away a load of laundry, doing some general tidying and such. I also did my weekend prep for the worship team, so like I got our binders together and did a couple things like that. So I figured since I've kind of been running around this morning just doing random tasks like that, that I would allow myself a few minutes to sit down and crochet. The nice thing about the laser is that it is still working and progress is still being made while I do all these other things, so that is a nice advantage, a nice bonus, if you will. So even though I'm sitting and crocheting for a moment, work is still happening and progress is still being made. So I'm really trying to stick to this whole getting one ball of Plarn a day put into this mat. I've been keeping up with it for, this will be my third day now that I have been on a Plarn streak, if we want to call it something. And it would also be great if I could get a couple rows in on the baby blanket, but you know, we're not gonna push it too far. So we're just cruising along with this ball of Plarn. I like doing this now at this point in the day because rather than the Plarn feeling like a chore, it feels more like a treat because I am allowing myself to sit and crochet for a few minutes in between all of the tasks that are on my list. And that's probably how I need to treat it, is instead of saving the plarn for the end of the day and then it's the end of the day and I'd rather work on a project that's a little more fun, for lack of a better term. If I allow myself to kind of use this as a break in between my day, first of all, it will feel more like a treat, and secondly, it's a lot more likely to get done. Because if I save this for the last thing of the day, once everything else on my list has already been done, it's a lot less likely that I'm actually going to pull this out and sit down and work on it. Ugh, this thing's getting harder to flip. Okay, update. I finished my ball of plarn for today, and I will show you where we're sitting at for today. Hey, it's starting to get pretty long. I've still got a plastic bag full of plastic bag yarn balls. So I still have quite a bit to add to this, and if it gets to the length that it's supposed to be before I use them all up, obviously I'll save them for the next project, but I did grab the amount that they recommended for one full mat, so we'll see. But this is looking good. Back to the, like, you know, not as fun stuff. There's so much to do. Okay, sorry, I forgot to update you for a little bit there, but most of what I did was boring today to show on camera. Not exciting stuff. But here's a little breakdown. I did batch record content for my TikTok account, so all of my videos for the week have been recorded. I scheduled my weekly email for my website. I sent some emails that I needed to send. I did some worship team stuff, which is not business stuff, but still stuff that needed to be done. There's probably a few other things that didn't make it onto the list here. My laser was running the whole day as well. It is now early evening and we have life group tonight. Everyone's coming over, so Michael and I had just been spending some time getting the house cleaned up. That's done now, and we're actually done earlier than we normally are. Normally we're kind of cleaning and just getting the house prepared almost right up until people arrive, but we were able to get things done pretty quickly. Our life group doesn't start until 7 and it's just after 5 right now, so I actually have a little time to sit and crochet, and I still have some YouTube videos to catch up on, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos, crochet, and wait for life group to start tonight. We have been doing a fun thing with life group where for food, we are having a hard time coming up with a theme, because we would do like taco night or pasta night or whatever, and we were running out of ideas for themes to keep it fun and interesting. So we decided to make it easy. We were just gonna go through the alphabet. So we wrote each letter of the alphabet with exception of X and Z, I think, were the 2 letters we decided to leave out because it would be incredibly difficult. And we just draw a letter from the basket, and then whatever letter we draw, you have to bring something that starts with that letter. So it results in a very mix-matched potluck style dinner where the theme is that there is no theme, basically. And it's honestly been a lot of fun. We've been doing it for a while now, so tonight is our night. So for example, we are providing rice pudding and pizza and egg rolls. And we had ravioli, a couple other things. So it's fun, and that's what we're doing tonight, and I'm excited. That's probably going to be it for today, Monday. So we will see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Why am I yawning so much? I don't know. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and today is a little bit more of a fun day. First of all, do you like my little granny square earrings? I got really into micro crocheting granny square earrings last year. I bought a ton of embroidery thread to make more of them, and then life happened, but I still want to make a ton of these in every color combination because I just think they're so precious. And I love wearing this pair. They're just so fun and bright and happy. Today is fun because my mom is on her way here to pick me up, and we are going to be going out to lunch, and we're going to be getting some yarn for a project. I am making something for her. She has purchased the pattern and she's going to purchase the yarn as well, but she wanted me to be there and basically pick it out and make sure that it was going to work well for the project. So we are going to be doing that shortly, and I am excited because I don't get to do lunch and shopping super often with my mom. We don't live super far apart, but we live far enough away that unless we really plan it, it doesn't happen. So I'm glad that we have planned this. It will be a fun little afternoon, and it's one of the things that I truly love about building my own business is that I can have the flexibility to do things like this. I can take the afternoon to go hang out with my mom and either just take some extra time off, or I can work in the evenings instead of during the day, which is what I'm gonna do in this case, because today is Tuesday, and basically every Tuesday Michael goes to a game store down the street. He is good friends with a lot of people there. He's friends with the owners, and that place is like his second home. He spends a lot of time there. So I generally have Tuesday evenings to myself at home. And sometimes I like to use it as a time to just chill, where it's just me and the kitty cat. But sometimes I like to use it to work through the evening and just get some extra stuff done. I'm still very much at the point in my business where I am building and growing things to the point where the income that I make is enough to really be considered a full-time job. The only reason I'm able to do it now and not necessarily get paid full-time is because of my husband and his job. So I'm working to get to the point where the amount I make each month is enough that I can kind of quantify it as a full-time income, which means that I have to hustle a little harder right now in these initial growth phases. I'm still in the first, 5 years of my business. So I do sometimes work through the evening, but also I love what I do. So it doesn't even feel like work all the time. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it just feels like I'm having fun. I'm doing what I love. And that is a gift that I try not to take for granted. All that to say, I probably will be working through the evening tonight when I get home because I do have a lot to do. So I can't really afford to fully take today off, but I wouldn't really want to because I am excited to get to work on the things that I have going on. I will probably not take my actual vlog camera with me because that just seems a little invasive, but I will obviously be taking my phone, and I will try and take a couple of clips when we're at the yarn store and take you guys along while we try and figure out what yarn is going to be best for this pattern. I've seen the pattern. It's like this cape shawl thing. It's for my sister's wedding, and my mom wants something to go over the dress, and it's gonna be a wedding in February, so it's gonna be cold, so this is like a little thing to have a little extra warmth on the shoulders. I don't know what color she's wanting, but we will figure that out. We will see what's available. I'm kind of worried that we're not gonna find what she wants exactly, and we may end up ordering online or having it hand dyed by my friend. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But anyway, she's gonna be here probably pretty soon, so I will check in with you later. Yeah, I like all three of these. Okay, so this is the color of the dress we're working with. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to find, we're not sure if we want to try and color match or do a neutral color or what, but also we're limited because technically this pattern calls technically for weight 1, but we're gonna probably end up getting away with a weight 2. Because it's really hard to find weight 1 in store. They don't offer it a whole lot. Or we might end up getting something online, who knows? we're gonna see what our options are. But this is really pretty. Yarntopia. What material is this? It's very soft. This is acrylic. Surprising. I would have thought that was like a bamboo or something. This is what we're looking at now, you guys. Which, I mean, can't beat the price. It's pretty much an exact match color-wise.
It's gonna look a little different, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I mean, we could even dye it when it's done if you wanted to get it to the exact shade, dye it a shade darker.
I think it's probably.
But that would be a risk. In certain lights like this, it looks a little more red on camera.
It does. It does look a little more red, but is that a bad thing? It's not
No.
like it's gonna be.
I think the
glaring.
slightest bit of contrast would be nice because you'll see the stitch work better. So we're looking at 100% mercerized Egyptian cotton. It's crochet thread. It's a number 10, which we would do 2 of these held together. And I think that would achieve essentially a fingering weight.
Let me see it on the camera again because it gives a better contrast.
It's a little bit more of like a cranberry red to
Do
me.
you think that's gonna look okay, or is it gonna be?
Yeah, I think it would be beautiful.
It's not like it does. It doesn't have a lot of purple in it, so when you see it against here, it's looking purple. It's got more red in it, so it'll. I think it'll look pretty good.
Yeah. It's
Should
worth a
we?
shot.
Should we?
It's worth a shot.
It's only $1.99.
It's only, I mean, truly, you really can't beat the price.
If we hate it, then you could start working it, and if it's not going to be,
And there's exactly 3, which is basically the exact amount that we need. So I feel like it's a sign.
it's a sign from heaven.
Little Diet Coke or something out there. So I love this so much. This is why this is like a lot of care put into it.
You want to put it with the dress to show how it's going to look on the
I
dress.
feel like this videos lately, like some vlogs, some sit down,
Yeah,
some
it's like
tutorials, and I'd love to hear
perfect.
your feedback
I
on
think
that
so.
because my goal.
Okay, my mom has headed home for the afternoon. We had a lot of fun today. We went and got some Mexican food. We had some tacos for lunch and some chips and salsa and guac. And we ended up going to Meijer. My mom likes to take me shopping. She likes to buy clothes for me, and I'm okay with letting her do that, you know, if it makes her happy. And I actually got a handful of really cute things. Do you guys wanna see? You wanna see a little try-on haul of some clothes that I got? I'll show you. Okay. You guys can't necessarily see the whole thing in the shot. I think you can see the whole thing now. It's got this little belt that cinches the waist really nice. It has pockets, of course, like every good dress should. How cute is this? And what I really, really love about this dress is that obviously it's sleeveless, which is nice for the summer, but I can also totally wear a long sleeve underneath this and still wear it in the fall or maybe even the winter. I just feel like this is so classic. That's the first thing I got. Okay, here's the first of the couple of shirts I got. Look at this cutie cute little flower embroidery. I love this. It's roomy, but not in a like disheveled, yucky way. Like it's just cute, you know? And apparently green is the new color for me this season because almost every single shirt I got is some shade of this color family. Okay, here's another one. Pretty much all of these are very basic shirts. Like there's nothing, this one has like a little bit of a longer hem in the back. But this one has a little pocket. Oh, these are all pretty basic shirts, but there's like one little element to each of them that just makes them a little bit more cute than just a plain shirt. So like that one had the cute embroidery. This one is a very soft, stretchy, like ribbed knit kind of situation, which I love. This one just is very, you know, nothing crazy, but I really, really love the sleeve detail and this little situation up top. So you have this one. I wish I could describe the material of this last shirt to you guys because it is so soft. This is the last one. Just a little basic striped button down. And like I said, you guys, it's so silky and drapey and soft, and I just wish I could communicate to you just how comfortable it is. But this one I could totally tuck in a little bit if I want, or I can leave it down. And my mama got all these clothes for me, so thanks mama if you're watching. I love all my new clothes. Next month is Michael and I's 10-year anniversary, and we're going to Frankenmuth, Michigan for a little weekend getaway for our anniversary. And now I have so many cute new things to wear while we're walking around downtown. That's my little haul of clothes from this afternoon. What are you doing in the outgoing mailbox? I walk into my studio and this is what I see. What are you doing? It's already 5 o'clock in the evening and my laser has not been turned on once today. And that's fine because, like I said earlier, I love having the flexibility to be able to rearrange my day. I probably should have had it running sooner, but alas, here we are. We're gonna get it running. Look at that pouch. I did heat up a cup of coffee because I was feeling sleepy. After my mom headed back home, I went downstairs to just talk with Michael for a couple of minutes, and then I ended up just staying down there for a bit while he was finishing up his work day. And then I was playing a game on my phone and I got cozy on the couch, and oh, it took me a while to convince myself to get up and get moving again. But we're finally here. I'm feeling a little sleepy. It was very tempting to just take a nap as I sit here and talk with my eyes closed. But I'm trying to wake myself back up. I do have a cup of coffee and there are a lot of exciting things. I just need to like start doing things and my brain and my body will follow, I think. As you saw, we did end up grabbing this crochet thread. It's tiny stuff. And I am gonna do 2 strands held together to achieve the weight that we want. I showed you a quick little clip of the gauge swatch that I made. As a reminder, this is the pattern. I don't actually know if I showed this officially, but this is the pattern that my mom has asked me to make to go over the dress that she is wearing for my sister's wedding. The pattern calls for a fingering weight yarn. Now, if you shop for very fine, thin yarns, you may already be aware. And if you don't shop for that, you're gonna be made aware. It's very difficult to find a lot of options of that type of yarn in store because not a ton of people are buying fingering weight yarn. It's just not the yarn that a lot of people reach for. It's used for very specific projects, right? And lace work, that kind of stuff, it's just not as popular as people making amigurumis, people making blankets, you know what I mean? So I was apprehensive that we were gonna be able to find anything in the store that would be what she wanted. But when I spotted this crochet thread, I said, you know, this is really thin, but we could do 2 strands held together and that would be achieving the thickness probably that we want. So brought it home. They were $1.99 each, and literally we only needed 3 of these to complete this project, according to what's listed in the information here. $6 for the materials to make this pattern. I think it's gonna be great because I worked up the gauge swatch and it was pretty spot on. The height was perfect. The width was just a little bit over, but this is one of those things where I feel like this is a little more forgiving than maybe like a sweater or something, you know, where you've got a lot of different points that it needs to fit just right. We did the gauge swatch, that looked good. Then I decided to frog it and do the beginning chain. And so the way that this pattern is worked is from the top down. So you start and you work, you know, in rounds and you work your way down. My mom wanted to see, because she had the dress with her, the neckline that the dress has. She wanted to make sure that this pattern was going to basically match the neckline in terms of size and shape a little bit as well. So I did the amount of beginning chains. This looks really small, but she tried it on and this matched up to the circumference. That's what we're going with. I probably will work on this a little bit today. I actually think this is gonna work up pretty quickly. I also think that this is gonna be fun. I'm really curious to see how this is going to work up. I mean, look at that, that's gorgeous. So I think I might work on this a little bit this afternoon while the laser's going, because it just sounds like fun. It just sounds like fun. I'm anxious to send my mom an update of how everything is coming along. She also is thinking about adding some beads, maybe, to like the edge of it to give it a little sparkle, a little extra something something. And we were tossing the idea around of me crocheting the beads on as I do kind of that final row, or her sewing them on herself, because that way she can make sure the placement and everything is exactly where she wants it to be. So, not sure if we'll do beads, and if we do beads, how we'll attach them, but I think this will work up very nicely, and I always love making things for my family. So, okay, laser's running. What we're working on right now is a handful of summer Berg boxes. I have still been getting subscriptions. We are getting close to the cutoff date now, but unbelievably, I am currently sitting at 105 active subscriptions. Absolutely wild. And I currently have 9 more boxes that I need to pack up and ship. Lisa is making yarn. She's making more yarn for me and is going to have it to me by the end of the week. It's currently Tuesday, and I am going to work this week on getting all the other items made so that by the time I have the yarn, I will be ready to put the boxes completely together and send them off. So I just pulled, I grabbed 10 because at the rate it's been going, we're gonna get at least one more before this season is up. So I have some stickers, I have some boxes. I'm just gonna go ahead and get stickers on them and get them boxed up. I went through and I ordered more supplies of what I need to be able to finish everything. I have plenty of supplies to make the bookmarks, leather tags, the crochet kit. What I needed more of was I needed a few more things to be able to make more yarn cutter pendant necklaces. There were a couple other random little things that I needed more of. I need more of the welcome prints that go on the inside of the box, so I ordered those. Those are already ready because I just had them printed at like a local drugstore that does photos. That's where we're at. One of the podcasts I really like listening to is Amy Poehler's new podcast, Good Hang. Ever since she started this podcast, there is a guest that I have been patiently waiting for because he's one of my favorite actors. I just adore him. And it finally happened. Amy's guest for this week is Adam Scott, who, if you've ever watched Parks and Rec, is her husband on Parks and Rec, Ben Wyatt. And he is also the leading man of one of the most incredible shows, Severance. And I audibly gasped when I saw the video in my subscription feed on YouTube. I went, oh, Adam Scott. I'm so excited. So that's what I'm watching this evening while I'm working on stuff. If I was sleepy before, I am fully awake now because I am so excited to listen to this episode. So we're gonna work, we're gonna watch this, it's gonna be great. That's the update.
I was just a kid when I met you, honey. tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Gon' love you like summer 15. Like summer 15.
It's almost 9 o'clock and I have been working on my mom's little piece here. I've gotten a few rows done and I am starting to get the hang of it. It's obviously teeny tiny little stitches. It's definitely like a simplified pattern. It's not necessarily holding your hand through every single stitch and nuance. I can safely say I am at a skill level now where that doesn't necessarily freak me out. Like, at least in this instance, it's appreciated. This pattern is simple enough that I don't need every single letter of the thing spelled out for me, you know? I can take what's written here and go, okay, I get it, and then I can do it, you know? Which is a good feeling. I feel like I've really grown in my knowledge of crochet in the past 5 or so years, and I'm proud of that. But anyway, we're just kind of working right now. We're starting to expand this out a bit. 25 rounds total. Not bad. Obviously the stitches will increase and so the rounds will get longer and take longer because you've got to get all the way around. But I'm feeling pretty good that we've been able to get 4 rounds in for kind of like the first time picking this up. So I'm gonna keep working on this for a little bit longer. The laser's still running. I am just working on getting items made for the summer boxes, and I'm gonna stop once these folded tags are done. That's where I'll stop for tonight. Tomorrow I will make the bookmarks and the coaster basket kits. The only other item that will need to be made for the boxes is my yarn cutter pendant necklaces, but I just ordered supplies tonight, so I have to wait until the supplies get here before I can actually move forward on that. But this little pattern is fun. It's enjoyable. I am enjoying it. The first couple of rows definitely were slow going because I had to work into the chain for that first row, and then even with the second row working into the single crochet, there's like not much stability to it yet, so it's really, you have to be just slow and intentional and careful with the stitches. But now that there's kind of something to work off of, a foundation, if you will. Alright, so I'm gonna keep working on this and see where I get. Laser's done. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off for the night. I will check in with you tomorrow for Wednesday. Good night. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It's already Wednesday. This week is going by quickly. I had a little bit of a rough start to my morning. There was a temptation to let it be a funky day. I did not let the temptation win. I had my quiet time with Jesus this morning. I did get up early. I didn't have a great weigh-in this morning. I have been on kind of a, health, fitness journey, whatever. And I was just frustrated with my lack of progress or feeling like I'm going back the other way, and it just kind of put me in a weird mood. But I was able to overcome it, and I did get out for a walk. I actually had a really nice walk jog. Even though the scale isn't where I want it to be, I was able to jog for a longer interval and stay in the heart rate zone that's kind of my target for longer than I have since I started doing this again. So that was a win, and it put me in a much better mood. And I came back, I took a shower, and now here we are. I have a lot to do today. I did get some stuff done yesterday, but I did not get as much done as I was hoping to. So hopefully we can make up for a little bit of lost time. Another thing that put me in a good mood today is I have gotten 3 more subscriptions just this morning. And I'm currently sitting at 108 active subscribers. I'm fully expecting and mentally preparing for a group of cancellations when we get close to September 10th. Several days before the boxes go out, an email is automatically sent saying, hey, your next shipment is shipping soon. And so I know there's gonna be a handful of people that will see that email and go, oh, that reminds me, I need to cancel this box for fill in the blank, whatever reason. I'm trying not to like get too attached to the fact that I'm over 100 subscribers, because I could easily dip back down under that when I get closer to the fall box actually going out. But even if I lose a handful of subscribers, I still should land above where I was when the summer boxes went out, because I was at 76 active subscribers on launch day for summer box. And I don't see myself losing so many subscribers that I am right back to where I started. I still think I'm gonna land higher. And so that's what I need to keep in mind, is like the overall growth. And something that's been helping my brain is thinking that even if somebody cancels, they've still placed an order. You know what I mean? Even if they canceled the subscription going forward, they still purchased and received a box. And before I started doing subscriptions, everything I did was a one-time order. So I just need to think of it as some of them are gonna be one-time orders and some of them are going to continue and stay subscribed for however many more boxes in the future. I'm rehashing it in my mind like all the time because I don't want to take it personally. This is the struggle of being a small business owner. I did work last night a little bit longer on my mom's project after I turned the camera off, and here is where I landed. This was round 5. So we're starting to get a little bit of something. Actually, that's the wrong side. Here's the right side. It's going to kind of like fan out a lot. Right now it's all kind of like scrunched up until it starts to work out more. So it looks a little funky still, but as we continue adding rounds, it's going to kind of like flare out. I'm gonna try and get some work done on that today, but I also want to get 2 balls of plarn today done because I did not do one yesterday and I was doing so good on my streak. Enough yapping. It's time to get to work. First things first, we're gonna get the laser going. I decided to make my life a little bit easier, and the 2 strands of crochet thread that I'm using to make my mom's project, I decided to just like pull out both strands together, and now I'm winding them, like both threads together, into a ball. They're already basically, you know, wound together. They'll pull more like one thread instead of having to pull from both of those individual skeins at the same time. So that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, I just finished round 6. Laser is running. We're working on the bookmarks now for the summer boxes. So laser is doing its thing, but I wanted to show you these little kind of shell fan situations here. I think it's looking good. Yes. It's called Fashion Sweaty. Look it up. We continue on. I finished round 7, and here's where we're at. I feel like I'm in the part of this where it's like, okay, I'm waiting for this to kind of come together, you know? It's very curly, but I think as it spreads out, it's gonna flatten a little bit more, but these kind of central motif pieces continue building out, and there's, you know, a handful of these bigger kind of shell stitches building on shell stitches almost, and then all the smaller shell stitches that are sort of in between. And this officially completes the first page. I know you guys like really can't see what's going on. This completes the first page of the instructions. Do you guys ever put like arbitrary milestones on things for yourself where it's like nobody else cares, but you're like, I want to get to this point? I do that to myself all the time. And I had told myself, okay, I'll stop once I finish round 7 because then this first page will be done. And the next page is rounds 8 through 12. This is where this is gonna kind of start to take shape. Right now we're just kind of right at like this point. So I'm excited to see the full kind of petal for, I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be, but it looks like a petal to me. But we're gonna set this aside for now because I've been working on this for a bit. And I told myself I wanted to do 2 balls of yarn today, so I would like to get the first one done. And now it's time to switch gears from tiny, tiny crochet thread to gigantic yarn. Because I like to keep myself on my toes. I do feel like crocheting with so many different types of yarn keeps me versatile, you know? Like I'm ready for whatever. Give me huge yarn, give me teeny tiny micro crochet. I am ready for it all because I like to bounce between projects like this. Do you like making a big variety of stuff, or is there like one weight of yarn that you're like, this is my zone and this is what I like? I'd be interested to know. Tying on new yarn with this plarn is the most satisfying thing because you don't have to weave in ends, there's no excess. You just tie this little knot and then you keep going. It's like magic. Watch. Boom. And now it's just one continuous strand. It's the most amazing thing to me. I think it's so freaking cool. I'm dubbing this ball of yarn a roving ball, okay? Because we have had quite the variety of bags and hence thicknesses. I've had some strips of yarn in here that have been really thin, and then I've had some that are super thick. So we're really, like you can see right here, this particular strip was super thick. And I'm sure it'll all kind of even out and be fine in the end, but it's the most like uneven ball of yarn that I've used so far, where it's like one strip to the next, I'm like, what is going on? But we are almost done with this ball of yarn. So, finished the first yarn ball. Here's where we're at in terms of length at the moment. couple other random things to do, like print stickers for various things for the remaining summer boxes. So I guess I'll do some sticker printing. And then I will get a couple of rows in on this baby blanket. All while the laser, as I'm sure you can hear, is running and making things. The stuff that's being made on the laser will be done today. I've gotten all the folded tags done. I got the coaster patches done. The bookmarks are engraving right now, and then the coaster basket bottoms will be next. And the only items that still need to be made are the yarn cutter pendant necklaces. But I'm waiting on the pendants. I ordered them. They were supposed to get here today. And I got the dreaded notification from Amazon saying they're still on the way, but they're running late, and now they're gonna be here tomorrow. So I really, really hope that that means what it actually says, that it actually will just get here tomorrow and that it's just running late. But sometimes that's code for we lost your package. And I really need to get these out by this weekend. So I really hope that they did not, in fact, lose my package. Duncan, is Daddy playing peekaboo with you?
As you start the walk away shows.
This is their favorite game. Well, it's Duncan's favorite game. You look like a lemur, Duncan. Oh. Oh, she's gonna start coming for you now. It's so silent. Big yawn. Oh, here she comes.
Hi, girl. Silly.
Hi. We had dinner. I took a little break, and now I'm back at it for the evening. Laser, still running. Currently, I am sanding bookmarks. Extra bookmarks for the extra summer bird boxes. These are ones that are already done. I've just got a few left. I will need to sand the coaster basket bottoms that are currently engraving once those are finished as well. I still have not touched the baby blanket. Can you tell I'm procrastinating? I'm procrastinating, but I need to not. As soon as I'm done sanding these bookmarks, the baby blanket is next. Mark my words. I still would like to do another ball of Klarn too. And I need to do some editing. And it's 7:30 at night. It's fine, everything's fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. So that's the update.
Shipwreck in the dark, far from the harbor, far from the start. In a storm, I lost my sails, I lost all direction, caught in the veil. I didn't know love till you found lost in the sea. I didn't know love till you found me. I didn't know love till you set me free. Didn't know love. Didn't know love. She was sinking, falling fast. So I abandoned ship, held on the mast in the ocean. Wild and loud, I was just waiting. I was drifting out. I didn't know love till you found me.
Good morning, it's Thursday, and it's time for a little fit check because I actually put a minimal amount of effort into my outfit today. I'm wearing my cutie little flower jeans from Old Navy. They have the cutest little flower situation going on there. I'm wearing one of the new shirts I got from Meyer the other day. I'm obsessed with the little embroidery of these flowers. And then I am also wearing two things that I made. One is the yarn skein earrings from my very first spring subscription box. This was the crochet themed gift. And I am also wearing a little bandana that I crocheted years ago. I've had this thing for years. We have work to do, like always. I did not record a little like, okay, we're wrapping up the night thing last night because I just had a really bad headache and I ended up just getting in bed, and Michael and I watched a show, and that was pretty much where we left off there. I got super close to finishing the second row of my like daily 2 rows of this blanket, so that will be the first thing I finish up crocheting this morning, and I will probably just go ahead and try and get my 2 rows in for the day. I did not get a second ball of Plarn because, once again, headache. But maybe we'll be able to get 2 done today. If I can just get 1 today, I'll be happy with that. I probably will not work on this piece at all today unless I can get those other things done. We've got plenty of time to work on that. I ended up having to pause my laser last night. I'm very glad that that is an option, that I can pause my laser, and so it is currently paused. We have 6 out of 9 of the basket bottom pieces done, and I need 12 total, so I'm gonna let the rest of these go, and then I need to do another set of 3. We're still waiting on all the pieces from Amazon to be able to finish the yarn cutter pendant necklaces. I really hope that everything gets, well, it's still not everything is getting here today. There's stuff that's supposed to get here today, and then there's stuff that's supposed to get here tomorrow. And I wanted to ship them out before the weekend, so as soon as I get stuff on Friday, I'm gonna make those last couple items real quick, and then hopefully we'll be able to send them out same day, as long as Amazon gets me my things. But I have a little bit of house tidying to do, so I'm gonna get the laser going so that I can do the house things while this goes, and then once I'm ready to sit down and work, we will do that, and let's have another great productive day working on all the things. Okay, Michael and I had a little bit of lunch, and then I sat down and finished my 2 rows for today on the baby blanket. So I'm feeling good that I kind of started off today, my crochet part of my day, with working on this. It's really starting to take shape now. I have a couple more rows left on the bottom triangle of the 3rd set of trees, and we'll see if we get the chance to put some more rows into this blanket today. But for now, we are going to turn our attention to the Plarn mat. I would like to get 1 ball in, and I might even go ahead and do the second if my hands feel okay. I do have some editing to do today as well, so probably once I finish the Plarn, I'm going to stop crocheting for a little bit and focus on editing, because I have a new vlog coming out tomorrow and I need to make some good progress on that. So that's where we're at. All right, that is the end of Plarn ball number 1. Okay, I've been watching a YouTube video while I work on the Plarn mat and also when I was working on the baby blanket. It's got a little bit left in it to go. I just started the laser up with a couple of orders from my website, just regular orders, not subscription box stuff, and I need to get them done. And both of the orders are actually entirely wood items, which is great because I already have wood pinned down on the laser. So right now I am working on a set of my hook minders. I have a couple that are actually already made here that I was going to pull from to add to this complete set. But I have more to make. Those are on the laser right now. And then when those are done, I have a set of my Created with a Purpose wood button / charms, and also a set of my wildflower wood buttons. So we're gonna do all the wood stuff and then we're gonna get everything stained and painted. But while the laser's running, I'm gonna finish this video, and I think I'm going to work on this for a little bit since I did get everything else done already that I wanted to get done, and my hands need a break from the Plarn, and then we'll get started on editing after this video is over. Laser's still running. I got my cozy blanket, and it's finally time to edit. I've got my water, and I'm gonna lock in. Here we go. With all the clips pulled in that I'm planning to use for this video, without editing at all and cutting down, it's at over 2 hours. It's not going to be that long though.
And subscribe right now, even though it's not really anything yet, because I want to know that, you know, this will show me that you guys actually really want me to do this, and I don't want to put...
Hello, it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. I have gotten a later start to today because I let myself sleep in a little bit. And I still did all my morning routine stuff, but it was just pushed back. So it's almost 1 o'clock. And I'm just really getting settled in to working for the day. But I also don't have the entire day to work. We have a team training event at our church tonight that starts at 5:30. So I'm having a shorter work day today. But we're gonna get done everything that we can. More yarn for the summer bird boxes is being dropped off by Lisa today. And I also have the Amazon delivery of everything else I need for the necklaces today. Really, baby. So we're gonna get these boxes finished up and shipped today. And we also need to upload the this week's vlog. And I'm still not done editing it. There were a few things that happened this week that pushed me back on my schedule. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get my laser running. And I also have these custom orders to get out. Ha!
I've never been to this part of town. Everyone is dressed up here, but looks
Something has arrived. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Lisa. All right, I've been working on necklaces. I have gotten a handful of necklaces done. I really thought I had enough beads to get all 10 of these necklaces done for these 10 boxes. I knew I was probably gonna have to get more before the summer season was over with, but I thought I would at least have enough to get these 10 done. Well, I do not. I have officially run out of multiple colors of beads. And I was gonna try and just make do with what I had left, but I knew I needed to order more on Amazon anyway, so I went to Amazon, I put them in my cart, and they are available for next day delivery. They'll get here tomorrow. So I figured I would just, rather than try and pull a couple more necklaces together with the beads that I have left, I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow. I can print the shipping labels and everything and get them set so that all I have to do is finish up the last like 2-3 necklaces, and then those last couple boxes will be ready to get sent out. But we have the yarn now, and we have almost all the necklaces done. That is the best that I can do at the moment. I am realizing today that there is just not enough time in the day. Our church event starts in an hour, and I really wanted to have my next vlog up by now, but I've just been working on these necklaces, and there was just not enough time today to get all the things done that I wanted to get done. If I had woken up early, I probably would have had enough time, but honestly, I don't regret letting myself get a little extra sleep last night because I think I needed it. I keep stopping and reminding myself to like take a deep breath. It's okay. I'm realizing that I'm like really tensed up, and it's like, okay, deep breath, chill out. It's the culmination of having to piecemeal these last few summer boxes while also trying to get the fall boxes ready to go, while also trying to get the winter boxes at least planned out in my head, because hot cocoa bomb season is coming up soon, and I'm trying to get as much of the winter box stuff out of the way before hot cocoa bomb season really takes off. And then I'm thinking about hot cocoa bomb season and the events and making sure that everything's planned. There's just like a lot going on. There's a lot going on up here. The next 4 months, September, October, November, December, are going to be very full for me, in a good way, but very full. They're going to be very full months for me, and I am going to need to dig deep to find the most disciplined version of myself, and I know I can do it. I know I can do it because I've done it before, and it's gonna be great. I'm very much, even though I know it's gonna be crazy and chaotic, I'm very much looking forward to this next season. And you know what's really fantastic? In previous years, Michael and I go on vacation in September because it's right around our anniversary, and we tend to go on a cruise in September, and then I come back and I start hot cocoa bomb season. And at the end of this last season, I said, you know, it really would make sense to do it the other way around. When I need the vacation is at the end of hot cocoa bomb season, when I'm tired and I want a break. So that's what we're doing this time, and I'm very excited for that. And actually, we still managed to sneak a little mini getaway in September because our anniversary this year is our 10-year anniversary. So we wanted to do something, we had to do something, even, you know, because this happens to be the 1 year that we're not going on a cruise for our anniversary, and I'm like, but it's our 10 year. So I've told you guys about that already. We're going to Frankenmuth for that weekend. So I'll get a little mini getaway before the season really starts. And then we'll do the actual full-on vacation cruise at the end of the season once it wraps up. And what a fantastic break, vacation, getaway that is going to be. So that's the update. I can't really work on these necklaces anymore. I suppose I will work on the vlog some more until it's time to head to the church. It's Friday evening. I'm home from the church event and I am done with the laser stuff for the evening, and I'm done with making stuff for the boxes, mostly because there's really nothing else I can make tonight. But this vlog is so close to being finished and I really wanted to have it uploaded today. It's almost 8:30 at night. Michael did go to the game store for a little bit, so I have some time on my own and I have made myself a fresh cup of coffee. I think I'm just gonna lock in and get this done. I've finished the rough cut, so I've gone through all the clips and like gotten rid of stuff that I don't want. I've got what I do want. What I mostly need to go through and do is adding text, music, intro and outro, creating a thumbnail, all that kind of stuff, and then it should be good. So I think I'm just gonna power through and get it done, and then that'll be one more thing that is checked off of my list that I won't have to worry about throughout the rest of this weekend. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Look at this cute little milestone. 100 subscribers. Look at this cute little milestone. 100 subscribers. I was sitting at 52 subscribers.